everyone, welcome back to another video. I am Trackfan 5000. Today is my first episode of Railfan Yapping episode 1, which is IOANP. Now the IOANP is an intermodal that comes from Oakland, California to North Platte, Nebraska. And I won't be yapping about this alone. I'll be with my friend Max. So Max, you can say something right now.
What's going on, guys? My name is Max, also known as Alameda County Trains and Planes. Make sure you go subscribe. And IOANP goes on duty in the mornings, anywhere from 9 to 11 a.m. The latest that I ever departed was at 10 or 11 p.m. and it's a daily based train.
And one thing why we are yapping about this train is because of how boring it has gotten. Like, well, it used to run on the Martinez sub daily, like literally daily, and then rarely goes on the Little Coast. And one time I even saw IOANP in 1995 when it rarely goes on the Little Coast. And I thought it was really cool, but now it has become boring. And Max can explain how.
The reason why this train has been boring is because the power has been nothing but AC-44s. And we already know, in my opinion, I think the AC-44s are overrated because they are like everywhere, especially the flagless ones. But yeah, honestly, the AC-44s are boring because they just run in every single train. Another thing I would like to add too is about the AC-44s. Like I said, they're everywhere, and sometimes for some Railfaners like us, they get really annoying. We honestly agree that the horns are pretty nice and all that, but they're just all over the place, and we'd rather just like get EMD power or 4G power.
Alright, and also, IOANP goes on Little Coast for one reason, and that reason is Lathrop. Yeah, it's Lathrop, not Oakland sub. The Oakland sub is for Ace, and that's not why it reroutes there. It's because of this intermodal facility called Lathrop, which is south of Stockton. Basically, this train takes Little Coast onto the Oakland sub, and then works at Lathrop, and then goes on the Fresno sub north, and then gets on the, the Roseville sub. But yeah, this train has gotten so boring because this train has been going on this sub daily for like a few months now. And it's just I only see it when there's something cool on there. And Max can also confirm that.
I also do the same thing. I only catch IOANP whenever I feel like it or whenever there's a good unit. For example, my yesterday's catch on IOANP had UP 9020 and SC70AH. I got that heads up from David Jones, and I was like, okay, I'll go catch it. Then yeah, that's one of my favorite locomotives, including the SC70 Aces, which are basically the same thing but different names. And yeah, and yes, IOANP takes Little Coast daily, and that's been happening for about a few months, all because of the Lathrop facility. And it is getting pretty boring. The only time it never gets boring is whenever it has a heritage unit. For example, UP 8388 and 1988 and 95.
Alright, and another thing is that the spots I've seen it at were like spots at Haley Street, Blako, Dusterberry, Centerville, Cherry, Shin, The Diamond, and Clark. And one thing I like to notice, which is kind of annoying to me, is that every time I go to Clark on Saturdays to see this train, there's always this ice cream shop that gets in the way. Like one time I also saw an executive Mac that was on IOANP after Joseph gave me the heads up. And if you don't know who Joseph is, he's Capcar 6962. Go subscribe to him. Anyways, but yeah, when I was trying to see the Mac, bro, the ice cream truck literally made sounds the whole entire shot. Like, dude, I'm trying to record a train. Can you track kids somewhere? Hold on, pause.
Well, first of all, shout out to Mr. Softy Ice Cream Truck that interrupted his shot. How do I know the name? I've seen it all the time. But the reason why it became the best train was ever since so many trains such as the MRVMI and ZG208 being abolished, we had no daily freight trains. So IOANP had to take over everything. But then it started getting boring because it's the same power over and over. And the spots I'd be catching it is Baumberg Avenue in Hayward, Union City Boulevard, well, near Union City Boulevard. Then I'll also be catching it in Clark Drive, which was the one and only time I did. And but most of my catches are always Baumberg Avenue because that's the closest street crossing to my house.
It used to be like a really cool train on the Martinez sub. Now all there is on there is just INP away, MRV away, MOARV, and LRJ90, and all those other trains that Fulmers foam on. Although, not really, but still. The Martinez sub, it used to be the best sub for IOANP to get on. Now it's just freaking boring now because INP away and ICB away is the only intermodal trains that can get on there. Honestly, even though I live near the Little Coast and I'd like to see more freight trains here at Fremont, I honestly wish IOANP can get back on there. On the Martinez sub, because honestly it's just too boring now. Like, there should be more daily freight trains, but not this one, because it's getting it's the same power over and over and over again. But yeah, it has to get back on the Martinez sub because it used to be really cool to see on the Martinez sub, besides INP away, because you don't usually see trains coming from Oakland on the Martinez sub. All you can see is just MOARB, the LOA 11, if you know what that is. If I don't know what that is, and the LRJ 90. LRJ 90, I don't know about that one, but still. Yeah, it just has to get back on there. Don't you agree?
In my opinion, I kind of think it should go back on the Martinez sub, but at the same time, we have no trains in this area, in my Hayward and Fremont area. But if you don't know what the LOA 11 is, it's a local train from Oakland to Selby, California. It basically works over there, and it runs twice a day, which the second trip is a return trip back to Oakland. But I can disagree, no offense, but I would like the IOANP to keep going on the Little Coast. But yeah, honestly, the Martinez sub used to be the best sub to Railfan. But ever since PSR came out, every single train gets abolished and all that, which drives me crazy.
PSR literally ruins everything, to be honest. It even abolished my favorite train, which is MRVMI. MRVMI was my local manifest train. And now, because of that, it's just boring now. The action has gotten boring in 2024. In the earlier years, it used to be the best ever. Now PSR is just you know what? Screw you guys. I'm gonna literally abolish every single train on your sub. Dude, shut the hell up! Anyways, yeah, that's enough yapping for right now, but in episode 2, we'll think of something, and Max may talk as well, but we will see. But yeah. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Max, and I'll see you guys in the next video, if it's gonna be a Railfan video. I don't know. Alright, have a good time.